you are remarkably consistent. You're still producing amazing work. Is there any rhyme or reason in your mind of why you've succeeded where so many others have failed in terms of still creating things? I know in your own mind maybe they're not the successes you would imagine them to be, but by other standards they are.
I
Um,
think if you just keep your nose to the grindstone, don't think about money, don't read reviews, don't concern yourself with anything but the work, and just keep working, you'll have your share of good stuff over the years, and that's all that counts. And so, I just keep going, and if one hits, it hits, and if one misses, it misses, and you just focus on the work, and in that way, you'll have your share just quantitatively, statistically. If you make, by the time I'm finished making films, if I have decent longevity, I should be able to make maybe 50 films, and if I make 50 films, just percentage
simply the
wise,
law of averages.
yeah, the law of averages, some of them are going to be good.
Does legacy matter at all to you? I mean, like 50 or 100 years from now, when people are looking at film, does it matter to you whether they're talking about Woody Allen films?
No,
or
because
not?
I'll be dead, and nothing. I'll get the same kick out of it that Shakespeare gets, having his wonderful legacy. No, legacy doesn't mean anything to me. Once you're gone, and that's it. And doesn't you have no consciousness. You know how it is when they. When you get a colonoscopy or something and they put you out. I mean, that's what it is.
And I just run through some rapid fire things, kind of like quick answers if you have any answers to any of these random questions for me.
Yeah.
Do you have an email address?
No.
Have you ever seen a movie by Michael Bay? Transformers movies. He did Bad Boys, Pain and Gain. I'm sensing a no.
I have not,
Okay.
to the best of my knowledge.
Pros and cons on scooping a bagel. Do you believe in scooping a bagel out, or do you need a bagel?
I don't eat bagels.
Really?
I never liked them.
Wow. Do you have a driver's license?
I do, but I haven't driven in, I would say, 50 or 60 years.
Do you have one treasured piece of movie memorabilia? Is there anything in particular that has sentimental
Of
value?
memorabilia?
Yeah, from your own movies, or
No, I have no photos, no clippings, no memorabilia at all. I don't save any of that.
and last two for you. If you could reshoot any of your films from the beginning, is there one that you would go back and want another crack at?
Probably September. I shot it twice.
I was gonna say, you wanted a third
and I
crack.
think if I could do it a third time, I could get it.
Third time's the charm.
In France, he is hailed as Le Lézard. He is the toast of the Parisian music halls. His performance endears him as well to many leading French intellectuals who see in him a symbol for everything. His transformation into a rabbi is so realistic that certain Frenchmen suggest he be sent to Devil's Island.
Leonard, do you know why you're here?
To discuss psychiatry, right?
You're a doctor?
Yes, I am. Perhaps you've read my latest paper on delusional paranoia. Turns out the entire thing is mental.
Now, suppose I tell you you're not a doctor.
Well, I would say that you're making a joke. And tell you, is it always so bright in here?
Oh, I'm recording these sessions on film, if you don't mind.
No, there's somebody behind there, right?
That's right.
That's a camera.
Leonard, why don't we start with simple reality? Leonard, you're not a doctor.
No.
No. You're a patient, and I'm the doctor.
Well, I wouldn't tell it to too many people if I were you.
Leonard, you're not a doctor.
Is she going to be all right? Because what is this? I've got to get back to town. Really, I have an interesting case treating two sets of Siamese twins with split personalities, getting paid by 8 people.
I'm 12 years old. I run into a synagogue. I ask the rabbi the meaning of life. He tells me the meaning of life, but he tells it to me in Hebrew. I don't understand Hebrew. Then he wants to charge me $600 for Hebrew lessons.
You will be completely honest. You're in a deep trance. You will become not who you think I want you to be, but you'll be yourself. Now, how do you feel about it here?
It's the worst. I hate the country. I hate the grass and the mosquitoes. Cooking. Your cooking is terrible. Your pancakes. I dump them in the garbage when you're not looking. And the jokes you try and tell when you think you're amusing, long and pointless. There's no end to them.
I see. And what else?
I want to go to bed with you.
That surprises me. I didn't think you liked me very much.
I love you.
You do?
You're very sweet. Because you're not as clever as you think you are. You're all mixed up, nervous, and you're the worst cook. Those pancakes. Oh, I love you. I want to take care of you.
It is clear that he is coming apart when he and Eudora Fletcher dine at a Greek restaurant. And in the midst of the meal, Zelig begins to turn Greek. He longs desperately to be liked once again, to be accepted, to fit in. Public clamor over his morality reaches a fever pitch, and on the eve of his sentencing, Leonard Zelig vanishes.
Adolf Hitler and the National Socialist Party continue to consolidate gains in depression-ridden Berlin. Denouncing the Treaty of Versailles, the Nazis make fervent appeals to German patriotism, promising to rebuild
Eudora
the nation
Fletcher is
into a
stunned by
supermilitary
what she
power.
sees. Amongst the brown shirts, she spots a figure who could be Zelig.
Anonymity and fascism offered Zelig that kind of opportunity so that he could make something anonymous of himself by belonging to this vast movement.
She searches everywhere and makes inquiries, but it is impossible. After 3 weeks, the authorities begin to get suspicious. They watch her. While she is out, they search her hotel room. A 4th week goes by, and she is about to give up and go home when news of a large rally at Munich catches her attention. It is rumored that it will be the largest gathering to date of Nazi personnel. Eudora Fletcher is counting on the hope that Zelig may also attend, and that if she can confront him, the strong feeling he has always had for her can be awakened. At first, all appears hopeless. The crowd is huge, and it seems impossible to locate any one particular face.
Gelobt ich mir zum ersten Mal, als unbekannter Einzelner diesen Krieg zu beginnen und nicht zu ruhen, bis endlich diese Erscheinung aus dem deutschen Leben...
Then, suddenly, a figure flanking the Chancellor catches her attention. Behind and to the right of Hitler, she spots Zelig. Struggling to make contact, she manages to catch his eye. Like a man emerging from a dream, Zelig notices her. In a matter of seconds, everything comes back to him.
Niemals an fremde Hilfe, niemals an Hilfe, die außerhalb unserer eigenen Nation, unseres eigenen Volkes liegt. Deutschland nicht es selbst erhielten, sondern selbst sich schaffen mussten.
In rare German newsreel footage, a quick glimpse of the escape was recorded.
Zweckfanatische Idioten Tückische, amerikanische Dummköpfe, kriminelle Schweinehunde, die Selig und Fletcher heißen, ruinierten in einer wichtigen Rede unseres Führers Adolf Hitler den
direct your own movies. Well, when you set out, going back to where we started this interview at the very beginning, when you were that stand-up comic with a dream of making movies, was that your dream? Was that your intention, or did it just happen?
No, my dream was first to just be a joke writer. I was happy to write for other nightclub comedians. And then I found that I could write for television. And then I found that they wanted me to write movie scripts. And then I found that they would let me direct movies. I've had nothing but good luck from the day I entered show business. Everything fell in for me. I have never had a bad break in show business. I've gotten all the good luck. I've gotten final cut on my movies, which almost nobody got for years. I have an independent group in New York City, 3,000 miles from Hollywood. And through no great genius of my own or great manipulation of my own, I was just lucky, and I got one good break after another good break and have had a charmed life. Nobody comes to my films, yet I make any film that I want to make. Nobody, you know, it's just...
But shouldn't I stop making movies and do something that counts, like helping blind people or becoming a missionary or something?
Let me tell you, you're not the missionary type. You'd never last. And incidentally, you're also not Superman. You're a comedian. You want to do mankind a real service? Tell funnier jokes.
Yeah, but I've got to find meaning.
When I look back on my life, I've been very lucky that I've lived out all these childhood dreams. I wanted to be a movie actor, and I became one. I wanted to be a movie director and a comedian. I became one. I wanted to play jazz in New Orleans, and I played in street parades and joints in New Orleans and played in opera houses and concerts all over the world. There was nothing in my life that I aspired toward that hasn't come through for me. But despite all these lucky breaks, why do I still feel that I got screwed somehow?